Jo Gideon, please.
Thank you. You mentioned earlier that the preferred model was a sort of the hub model or a campus model. I think as we've got obviously in Cardiff, in Darlington, I think as well. But at the same time, if you want to spread the economic benefit, in Stoke we have 500 Home Office jobs coming, but I don't think any other department, new department. Presumably you would then have to water down the way government departments devolved as well. So you'd have multiple offices for multiple departments across the country. And how effective do you think that would then be in terms of the operation of government?
I mean, I think this is a profound issue. I think, as I said earlier, that there's a big difference between having... Well, you could just have 22,000 civil servants move to one place, and that would have a particular effect, actually quite a big effect. Very different to moving, 220 civil servants to get the maths right, get the naught right, 100 places, whatever it be. And that, I think, is at the heart of the levelling up challenge, because levelling up is predominantly about cities such as Stoke-on-Trent, Blackpool, other places that need an enormous amount of economic attention. But the temptation with hubs, for efficiency's purposes, will be to move them to a smaller number of large hubs in big cities, and that would actually probably make it easier to move at least some officials, or to convince them to move. I'm not saying Stoke-on-Trent would be an excellent place to go to, but you see what I mean. So I think there's a big tension here, and not unique to the civil service issue, as to how levelling up, which is predominantly about particular medium-sized and larger cities and some smaller towns, how you make the location of civil servants work with that, rather than just putting them in big hubs in a small number of large cities. Levelling up is not as much about city centres as it is about smaller cities and smaller towns, I think. And the people, I should say, in all those areas. It's about people rather than places.